welcome.
We're hungry.
We're the Knights of the Drunk Watch, and we want to get through this video so we can all go eat a bunch of food. I'm Audie.
I'm Kate.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Mark.
Zach's over there.
Tom's
Tom's over there. We are the Knights of the Drunk Watch.
And
now our talk begins. We're efficient today.
This is some bullshit.
Hold on. We're talking about Handmaid's Tale. Season 3, episode 2.
Wait, you
12.
were caught up, right?
We have no idea what's happening.
Yeah. They have
what
huge
was
gaps.
happening during the show was
gaps.
Audie kept being like, well, what's going on? Why is that? I was like, why are you asking me? And then a little bit later, Andrew was like, well, why would you do this? Why are you asking me? Like, I get that I'm in your line of
I
sight.
was asking you, but you guys were in front of me. I was going to
Y'all
turn
have been
around.
like the turning of the screw.
Apparently, I was the only one who knew what the fuck was going on.
Well,
I'm
me
eating
too,
string
yeah.
cheese.
There it is.
Oh.
But, I mean,
And now our
we
talk is
feel
ended.
like we caught up well enough to where
I get
we're
what's
gonna
happening.
rescue some children with
What?
Eleanor and Lauren.
Yeah.
Except without
She
Eleanor.
done
You're
murdered.
going to get there.
I'm doing a quick recap for all the
Hey.
shit I missed. She done murdered Chris Maloney, and then
It was
Fred
sad.
and Serena got prisoned by the Canadians.
No, I still want to use the word detained because that is not.
Yeah, they are
prison.
fucking detained.
Yeah, they are like at the resort spa.
All right, I'll preview for
Well, they have
political
that in
stuff.
America.
If detainment centers were like that at the border, we would not be upset.
they-
Once
okay.
again-
Right?
Oh my
No,
god.
there's literally a terrarium with like, there's a glass wall with a
window view of the
terrarium
Zen
behind
garden.
it.
Like
Couch,
Zen garden.
she had matching blue chairs.
They had a TV screen above
A
their
mini
coffee
bar.
They
maker.
Hold on.
had at least
Hold on.
full beds.
Hold on.
Not twins.
Here's what
full.
makes that place a prison. Somebody brought her a pizza and said, Toronto has
Yeah,
good
they brought
pizza.
him. They brought him
Prison.
pizza from Toronto.
Prison.
Fred had
The worst
he
of
had a
them
fucking
all.
mini bar. He had
Yeah.
You
bourbon.
had bourbon in there.
Does Toronto not have good pizza?
No, I feel like
It's
I
Canada.
was
They
just
probably
looking
don't have
at-
good pizza.
no, I
Sorry,
think they
Canada,
have
we
good
love
Well,
you.
sorry, when
pizza.
you're in prison, I'm sure
If
any,
we can
like,
have good
is
pizza in Texas, I think they can have good pizza in Canada.
is going
Ohio
great.
Has good pizza. If
Welcome to
Ohio
the
has
Screaming
good
Channel.
pizza-
Toronto's closer
watch
to
the
New
video.
York or Chicago. than-
Oh, is
Alright.
it?
Andy
Tom
Pizza
Sharpling
and
of the Best
bagels
Show
and
would
beer.
vehemently
All have
disagree.
to
So,
do
this episode of The Handmaid's Tale was about pizza. So,
The point is, we were not paying
Awesome.
attention. We were not paying attention to what was happening most of the time because we were so busy admiring the like imprisonment levels of
Oh my God.
Canada.
so Serena got to see the baby.
Oh, that was
And
super
so
awesome.
Moira
was like,
gave her
you
piece
can't
of her
call,
mind.
Don't call yourself her mom.
Yeah.
So
Don't
and,
confuse her.
and Luke and Moira went to visit the Waterfords. Moira and Nicole
Yes.
visited Serena, and Luke visited Fred, and they all had words.
Yeah.
They all had strong words and a punch.
I just feel like once again Luke is a bitch.
You don't like
He a
Luke.
bitch. I feel like Waterford like crawled all up in his head. And Waterford is an idiot. He's not even smart. He's not good at like deceiving people. It's her.
No,
she
he's
does
not.
it. He's a lump on a log and Luke like fell for that shit hook, line, and sinker.
And, no, but everyone knows all of the evil things he's done, so he's gonna go to trial. He's gonna be.
Well,
found
they had to give
guilty
Luke
and-
something to do because he's got nothing to do.
Why couldn't they have him like spill some truths and be like, you're a horrible person and confront Waterford with
We
who
did
he
hear
is?
Luke say, "I'm not done," so maybe
Yeah.
next episode.
And he left his binder in there, so.
Did
I
he?
was very concerned about that binder
Me
because
too.
they made a big deal about it with him trying to get it through security.
Well, he
But
said
then
you've
what was
done
in
your
the
homework.
binder?
I guess it was just a list of all of Waterford's crimes. I don't know.
Local pizza menus.
Oh, Jesus.
with stars and frowny faces.
Yeah.
Right.
Here are the good pizzas in Toronto.
It's Yelp reviews.
You know what? I really believe Toronto probably has very
I'm
good
sure.
pizza.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
anywhere has.
Help
good
us
pizza.
out on
So,
Patreon. Give us some
listen,
money.
Talking about the
Portland
pizza
has
so we can
really
eat
good
lasagna.
Salt Lake
pizza.
City is the Tex-Mex capital.
Give us some
of the
money
United
so that the Knights of the Drunk Watch can fly out to Toronto and tell you whether or not there's good
Yes,
pizza.
I'll go to Canada.
If you're
Canada.
If you're from Toronto and you want to prove that you have good pizza, sponsor us and bring us to your
Send
city.
us a slice?
Oh,
No,
Canada.
bring us to you.
Yes, that one.
Who
That's
lost mine?
better.
I'm checking.
Always start with the premium
All right,
options.
so-
Work your way down.
All right, so shall we talk about the sacrifice?
Yes. So
Yeah,
we-
What is
we
the
get-
sacrifice of the show?
Okay, hang on. Let me set up the sacrifice because we're talking about like the
Spoilers.
end thing. Yeah, so we get like the wife of Chris Maloney and that other blonde bitch who just keeps fucking showing up.
Oh yeah.
Angela's mom. Angela's
Yep.
mom. Angela's
Well, or is Angela the mother of the baby?
mom. No,
She's
Angela's the baby.
she's eyeball
Janine's
ladies.
baby.
Yeah, eyeball
yeah,
ladies.
Her mom.
Okay.
And
Sorta
and
mom.
Chris Maloney's wife showed up at Lawrence's house, and they were like, "We're so sad. We don't know where he is, and we have all these kids, and we don't know what's going to happen to them." And Eleanor was like, "Oh, we can take them on our fancy plane that we're taking to Canada with all the other." She didn't go that far, but
was
she
getting
fucking
it.
Yeah.
really
She
did.
implied
she was like,
that-
"They can come with us."
She
We got
implied
room.
that they were going somewhere and they were taking other children with
And
them.
everybody was like,
And so then Lawrence was like, "Yes, we have room in the house. We have room in the house." And the two dumb bitches were like, "Oh, that's so nice." And
Yeah.
so then
Well, but
Eleanor,
earlier, also that's the thing. Earlier,
After that.
No. In a previous episode,
Okay, great.
there was when June took Eleanor for a
Oh,
walk.
Mm.
They ran into the
Oh,
blonde.
yeah,
the
that
one.
bitch.
Who I
Bad
just
mom.
realized the name of the actress the other day, and I can't remember her name
Bad
at all.
mom.
Angela's mom?
What?
Not Angela's.
Yeah.
Angela's mom.
Okay.
Carradine. Something Carradine.
Okay.
Related to the other?
Yeah, I think she's a daughter of one of Carradine's. But anyway, strayed. They ran into each other, and they had some just chit chat words.
Awkward.
Children.
But Carradine, kind of the blonde one, kind of like after they
Perked
finished,
up.
was kind of like something's not right.
Yeah.
So
Well,
she
she-
might.
Yeah,
She's
Eleanor
looking for
said,
something.
"I'm glad she didn't die. I'm so happy she's alive.
Um,
Yeah.
Isn't it great she didn't die? She could have died."
Right,
so then
right.
The big,
But she's
like,
just had no filter.
to catch Zach up, like the big like confrontation that happened in this episode with Eleanor was like ready to go, and she was like, "I'm gonna go rescue all the kids in the neighborhood. There's a blonde across the street. I'll talk to
Yeah.
her
She-
mom."
She was going to go
And so
tell all
then
the parents.
June was like, "Oh no, don't do that. No, sweetie, don't do that. Just don't fucking do that." And like smashed her against the wall.
Not too hard.
And
A
then she
little
went and
bit.
took a bottle of sleeping pills.
Yeah, and did that, and Lawrence was like, "Hey, chill the fuck out," and she was like, don't fucking do that." And then Eleanor was like, "No, you're right. I fucked up. I should be quiet, and
Take
I
it
need
back."
to not." And then she took a whole bunch of sleeping pills.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad.
No, and also
No, and then
June
she found
led
her
her.
when she could have saved her.
June
and
was
she,
bringing her dinner, and
she
there was
let
a
it go.
she had like thrown up a little bit, and
She
June
knew
was
she had
like,
Here's a
overdosed and
review
she
of
stood
the
there and
Handmaid's
let her
Tale
die.
episode.
yeah,
She
June
did a
was like,
Walter White.
"Okay."
She found Jane Odine and she just let that shit go.
Oh,
Yep. And then she like went over to her room and,
that
like
was-
lay
and
down in
that
bed
was the
and let somebody
sacrifice.
else discover her. But we think that's what the look, at least I think that's what the look at the end meant from Lawrence is he
Yeah.
knows.
How would he know though?
Well, because-
okay, let's
From her-
talk about this. 'Cause
Yeah.
How would
Because-
he know?
It's because she
Hi,
took
Mom.
the dinner tray into there, so he knew that she was in there, and then she
No,
was
she
all
Yeah.
took
should
it
have
out and left
Oh,
it
did
outside the door.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
put it outside the
She
door.
purposely
Never mind.
left
You don't
it
listen to me.
out.
Yeah, no, she made because he was busy making our own dinner, so we should be careful. But
Yeah.
we say to him he was busy doing very important things.
Yeah, no, we appreciate
But
the food.
no, yeah, she took the tray out and then closed the door and made it look like she knocked on the door and left the tray
Okay,
outside
all right,
the door.
I missed that.
No,
part.
but he could have been easily gauging her response at the funeral. And
Yeah,
he
that's
didn't
what I
like-
think.
He didn't like the level of grief she was showing, and he
Well,
knew.
see, that's always a tricky
But-
thing with when you're trying to
or he suspects.
when you know that someone's died and you're trying to like show like surprise grief and whatnot. Like that's always a tricky
No,
thing.
spoiler for the next episode. Like he's gonna call her on it, and he's gonna have a
Wait,
conversation
what?
with her.
He
I'm prognosticating.
He's guessing.
That's not a
He's
spoiler.
gonna say something, have a conversation.
He's just really confident
and then
about
he's
it.
gonna be like, "You fucking."
I'm like,
knew
wait, you
were
got
the
access
one
to
that
the
did
Confident
second
about
that."
episode?
This is
Sorry,
a spoiler
I'm
from
way
someone who has
ahead.
not watched a single episode of this
Yes.
show.
I know.
Yeah.
We watched season 1, episodes 1 through 4.
Okay.
So
I read the book and context clues.
But here's the thing: part of the reason why people start saying he knows is because the music changed. But the music continued as she looked at the camera. So I think the music changed for her.
No, they
So-
kept going back to his face,
I
and
mean,
he
he
was
No,
like,
no. Then it was her looking up through her black
but he
whipper.
was giving
twice
his
they
acting
went back to
face.
him, and he was
But
giving her
He
a
was
lot
doing
of
his acting
shade.
face. And we know in the music changing because the closed caption tells us exactly
Yeah.
what kind of
It
underscore it
turned
is playing.
sinister.
Yeah, but it continued to be sinister. She was glaring at the camera.
Yeah,
so
but
The next
She's
episode will let us
always
know.
glaring
sinister
at the
music, it might be a
camera.
red herring.
She was never gonna survive any of this.
Yeah.
Jen.
There was no Eleanor.
No,
There's
Eleanor,
one.
yeah,
She was-
he's right.
And
It
they
was
both,
like even if she got out,
Right,
she's
we
still.
all know
I
that.
actually saw a way of her surviving and him not. But now
Well,
she's
but
dead.
Yeah, we
so who
thought
knows?
he was
He's
gonna
still
die.
Going with it after she's dead.
That's what my concern is. I don't think he's gonna help her now that.
Well, and I think he definitely will blame. If he doesn't for sure, he'll never for sure know.
Well-
June will never say, "Oh yeah, I saw her
Ooh.
choking," but he will definitely blame her for the situation that she put the household in. Because he has animosity against June already.
Yes, but
yeah, but he was
but-
helping her get his wife out and
He
get the
always-
kids out.
Because June started this and he has to finish it, or else he'll get caught.
Yeah, and it's silly for him to just abandon everything because his wife died. If he loved his wife as much as he says he did, then the one thing she really wanted most to do was to get the children out. So he would probably still do that because that's what she wanted.
So I think that in the moment in the kitchen where he was bringing up the wine and like saying like this was for our anniversary, and I kept the borders open, we saw that moment of I'm still doing this in her memory.
Yeah.
But if that last look is correct, I think that can switch.
Yeah, I agree.
think that can switch on a
Well-
dime
Well,
because
he's
I
had-
think that he
That
was
makes
still
sense.
in a different level of grief. I think he was still, early on in the grief, like, areas. God, I can't think of anything. Whatever. The stages, there it is.
Yeah.
Where, like, later on he starts to get angrier
Yeah.
and think about more different things and consider that maybe she had something to do with it. And I think he's going to take it away.
The prior episode, y'all missed that he got cold feet and completely left.
Yeah.
He
They also took
abandoned.
off.
He abandoned June.
Well, he thought he
in
could
the
get
house
over the border on his
alone
own.
with
And
the
because
wife.
of the way the Waterfords were going after him and forcing him to rape June, he couldn't get across. He couldn't get out of
So
his
we
own.
know he's had cold feet before.
Lawrence has?
Yeah.
Adi?
So I think what's going to happen is Lawrence still wants to save the children in order to clear his name and support his wife, but he's going to leave June behind. He's going to leave with the 52 children, and he's going to leave June behind to
Close the
punish
door
her
from
for
behind him.
her. Yeah, to punish her for her.
That's fair.
I mean, well,
Because
because
that still keeps June in Gilead for the final act.
Yeah.
And we need
'cause
June in
there's
Gilead for
still-
the final act.
we still have 2 more seasons. Oh, there it went.
Okay, we're at 12 minutes.
Cool.
All right, let's wrap it up.
There's only 12 minutes, huh?
Dinner.
Killing it.
All right, so I guess that's everything.
Yep.
We are the Nice to Drunk Watch.
And
Now
our
our
talk
watch
has
talk has
ended.
ended. Subscribe, hit that notifications bell. We'll be back with The Boys episode 2 in a little
The
bit.
boys.
The Boys. More penises.
Boys.